Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll run with Drake. A first down and more for Drake. And finally brought down at the 43.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Why?
Sorry.
You said you had 2 games.
Huh?
You said you had 2 games.
I forgot about this PS5 game.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They will run for the first time here with White. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23.
A nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 44 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Raiders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. So there, Charles, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch a signal for and take it.
You don't have to give it away, really.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team. But he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
To throw, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming out.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action to Drake, now Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Hey, that juice is slapping.
He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 48 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Huh?
What?
That juice is good.
Yeah, don't touch no more.
What you gonna put some on?
I want that lemonade.
Makes the score 14-7.
It's mine.
This lemonade?
Yeah.
Following the touchdown,
You know, open more.
ready to kick it
Open more.
Eat.
So open more.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Yeah, put the hot sauce on this motherfucker.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 75 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring.
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Fuck you like this? Fuck you like that? No. Why are you acting different? Patient low, you feel like a bad decision.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Will they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 30 on second down, Carr. That'll be checked down to Drake. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials...
Tell me you don't want me to win without telling me you don't want me to win.
They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all to score.
Listen on, master. You go through it. Thinking all like anxious.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
They go play action now. Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there.
I don't know, I'm not some strangers, but I'm on some toxic shit.
Take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Nickel 3-3,
That fell incomplete.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack,
wow,
there's some consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kenyon Drake, 59 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year. And he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it
away.
Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah. Promise, I can't wait. What's the move?
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They go play action with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey.
No.
And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Come in, what's the move?
That's a time killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow...
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for Vegas.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
First down, here's White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On play action, now Carr. Complete, it's Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
So many times in my career, talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there to get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40, past the 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown. How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble. They scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Offense set to get this drive started. And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to the turnover differential. Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. Throwing on first down is Carr. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Vegas. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
I'm sipping Hennessy. I'm sipping Hennessy.
Regular season success into the playoffs. second down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll roll him out right. Nothing.
Keep going out on me, bro.
So he'll throw it away. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff for Drake. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete. Back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Running from the shotgun to Drake. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. A nice run on first down. Gets him 6 yards to the 31. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. If they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
He's to the 10 and down to the 7-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Second and goal from the 1.
Dobbins once more.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr, it's complete to Drake. And some space here. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Derek Carr keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to the field goal. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Say you love me, yeah. I know I'm not the only one.
Will start at the 25.
Hey. Hey.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over.
Get the fuck out of here.
So show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands.
You will never love me like my daughter loved me.
The ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
struggle overcome. Kill that nigga for my dog and now he only
Thanks for being along for the
one.
playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And a give this time to the tailback.
This line is terrible.
Quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Johnson on the return. And he gets this up to the 34.
Who the fuck is 84, dog? Now he owe me one. Say you love me, yeah. I know I'm not the only one.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second and 11.
The fuck I just do? Look at this camera.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Carr. Throwing the outright incomplete. That's Drake. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
The one you love. But don't get it twisted. Now that pistol with me. Riding through the city.
The open man here, Renfro. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, White. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But I saw every chance I get.
Cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's corralled, but not before.
I said, don't say you. I mean, now.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some
being long.
Well,
A
made
lot
down.
of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Drake. Good footwork at the 30. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Right back to Drake. And this won't be enough to pick up the first.
So repetitive. You got other one dropping fires and anything, buddy.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Throwing now is Carr.
Give me that shit.
But this is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
I'll be glad to be.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says no indecision on 3rd and 1.
I'm ready. Well, my shady for this.
Get his shoulders square.
Thought I was a play. You can say.
Absolutely picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's got room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to want to play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
I'm trying to see that. Yeah, you lied.
Go watch a movie. That's done. I'm done. It's the last game.
No, you lied and said Kamaya was with her dad, and she wasn't at the goddamn thing. She wasn't going to the thing.
She got?
Yeah, she's somewhere else. But I called her.
No, I seen her in fucking Keith's video.
She went to Uncle Keith's, Cousin Keith's.
He was up at the reunion.
Oh, I thought he was having something at his birthday at his house.
He went live 5 hours ago.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he always lying.
I don't even know what I was told.
I mean, shut up.
God damn.
You never know. Come on, would have been there or not. You said she wasn't.
God damn.
She was there.
He ain't no for sure.
I don't know what I was told. 36 fucking weeks for what? Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
He did, I told
So see, yeah,